Hi, my name is Charmaine Waters, and I'm the chairperson of the Students' Union of Vancouver Community College, Local 73 of the Canadian Federation of Students. I'm also a fourth-year nursing degree student who started at VCC over 7 years ago in adult basic education. And I, like so many others, started my journey towards a degree and ultimately my career because adult basic education is free, and free is the right price for students struggling to get into college. The most recent Vancouver Community College student census found that 1 in 4 VCC students had a family income of $20,000 a year or less. Nationally, the average student debt upon graduation is $37,000. But this video isn't about numbers, it's about us, the students, and how, if given a chance to access an affordable education, we can take our future back into our hands.
Life of a cook, working in the kitchen has disciplined the hell out of me. I can't believe my own chaos can produce composed, beautiful, at ease plates. Food plates for me are like tiny universe, a different world for me, a different dimension where I can focus and reclaim my imagination. I am not just a laborer in the kitchen, but an artist of each plate. My name is Mildred German, and this is my story. I was born and raised in the Philippines and came to Canada as an immigrant youth after being sponsored by my hardworking mother, who came here first, who dreamt about a bright future for me, my siblings, and the entire family. I came during my high school years. I graduated with honors from Britannia Secondary School in East Vancouver. After that, I found myself working in low-paying dead-end jobs, helping my family as much as I can. I found myself just wandering the streets of Vancouver with a future full of uncertainties, isolated, while adjusting to a new life here in a new country. I have seen my parents work so hard only to have their education accreditation be seen as worthless because they're not recognized in here, and that resulted to my parents working doubly hard in dead-end jobs, these killing jobs, not related to what they studied. And when my mother decided to go back to school to get her accreditation, it took a lot of years, and the tuition fees were expensive, and that took away a lot of time and money that could have been spent for our family that's trying to rebuild our lives that has been affected by the family separation in the process of migration, and to also make ends meet. So hard for me to grasp a bright future knowing that education costs too much, and I didn't want tuition fees to be a burden to my parents, nor risking myself in so much debt to pay the tuition fees. So at the same time, I know that without higher education, I only could find myself low-paying jobs. I was working as a dishwasher, I remember, and I asked my employer for a 25 cents raise, but it wasn't given to me. It was hard for me to hear that because I work so hard and it feels like I'm not worth 25 cents. So I realized it was hard to find better jobs knowing that you don't have an education, because it seems like your future is in the hands of your employer giving work references. At the same time, I love cooking. I wanted to see myself improve, and I want to become a chef. I want to be a good one. I want to take and see my future in this industry growing. So I decided to come back to school and chose with all enthusiasm to attend the culinary arts here at Vancouver Community College. Even with the student loans that I took, VCC was the only school that I could afford. Other culinary arts schools were out of my reach. So I'm happy that we have VCC here. I am thinking about coming back to VCC. I attended culinary management here, and I'm also at the baking program waitlist. And other interests that I would like to take is counseling or human resources. And I want to take the skills that I learned from cooking, from the community work, in helping my community. Now I know that I have an education paper that I can use to be more employable, and I feel more empowered in this industry because I know I'll gain more skills, and I wouldn't be able to have my certificate if the tuition fees are skyrocketed. I would not be able to go to school, not be able to find a better job, not be able to see a bright future for me and reach for my dreams.
The Day of Action is a celebration of the extraordinary students who dream of their education helping them and their families build a life.
It's also a day to recognize that a well-funded institute is key to keeping education accessible and affordable. Since 1974, funding for our colleges and universities has dropped from 82% to only 58%. It's time for a real investment in our colleges and universities.
Hi, my name's Carolyn, and I was at VCC from 2009 to 2011 in the Bachelor of Applied Music program. I decided to come to VCC to take the Bachelor of Applied Music degree for a couple of reasons. I wanted to stay within the college environment, which I found much more conducive to my learning style at the time. Smaller class sizes I found to be a huge draw. The teachers just in the program are some of the best in the city. And of course, the cost of tuition is slightly less than those of universities. Only was the fact that it was the only program, to my knowledge, that would let me major in a music that was outside the world of jazz, or what we generally call Western classical music. My area of interest lies primarily in the realm of Afro-Cuban percussion, so this was of huge benefit to me. I was drawn to VCC because of its practical and hands-on approach to music. Rather than being purely theory-based, the program offered courses such as how to market oneself and how to find a career within the field. Something I found myself drawn to as I had no expectation of continuing my schooling once I had obtained my bachelor. For the 2 years I was at VCC, I worked a number of jobs, and that included working in a cafe, working as an assistant instructor at a children's music school, working as a sound and lighting technician, in addition to taking on the odd job when I could. Though some of these resulted in my gaining valuable experience in my field, my primary reason was to help me fund my education, which included tuition, books, and lessons, as well as just to cover the cost of living. Studying what I love was a fantastic experience. There's an amazing community vibe both within the music department and around the whole campus. Rather than feeling I had to prove myself as a student, I found I was being challenged and encouraged and accepted from the start as what I already viewed myself as. It was near the end of my third year that I began to realize that not only was I simply enjoying school, but I was enjoying the process of challenge and research, and that was not something I wanted to give up so soon. That summer I spent some time researching various post-secondary institutions and their post-grad programs, and came across the Masters of Ethnomusicology at the School of Oriental and African Studies, which is part of the University of London in the UK. I'm in a grad program in London, and I'm ecstatic to be there, but it was at VCC that I found my passion. I'm so grateful for that, and the fact that I was able to attend in large part because of VCC's accessibility and affordability. A lot of people attend community college for that reason, and I hope it remains as accessible and affordable for other people to come and study what they love.
The tuition fee kept on 2% increases. Is it enough? It's time to reduce tuition fee.
These are big issues, and your voice is important. Have your say. Go to the Students' Union of Vancouver Community College Facebook page and find out how you can add your opinion on the upcoming 2012-2013 VCC budget.
Check out the Students' Union of Vancouver Community College on Facebook for more information.
Unidos podemos mantener la educación superior accesible para todos.
با هم میتوان آموزش و پرورش را در دسترس همگان قرار داد.
Ensemble, nous pouvons garder l'éducation publique accessible.
Sesama semang sikap, ang education ay mahabot ang lahat.
Together, we can keep public education accessible.